watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
And we are going to begin with breaking news. One motorcyclist is dead after a crash in North Park. All southbound lanes of the 805 reopened just before 5 a.m. after causing a traffic backup for several hours. The crash happened just after midnight near El Cajon Boulevard. It's still not clear what led up to the crash.
More breaking news now. 2 people dead and 3 others serious condition after an attack near a synagogue in Manchester. It happened around 1:30 a.m. our time, 9:30 England time. Police say a car was driving towards members of the public and at least one man was stabbed. A suspect was shot by police, and authorities say the danger appears to be over. This happened on Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the Jewish calendar. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says additional police will be deployed to synagogues across the country. It is now day 2 of the federal government shutdown, and right now Congress remains deadlocked. Thanks for being here at 6 a.m., everyone. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Chris Groh. San Diego has one of the highest concentrations of military families and federal workers in the country. They are preparing for what an extended shutdown could look like for them.
CBS 8's Regina Yarita live downtown with more on how local organizations are coming together to help here. Regina?
Yeah, guys, good morning. Well, during a government shutdown, all active duty personnel, including the National Guard, they will have to carry out their assigned duties with pay delayed until the shutdown is over. But you can imagine how hard this is for them, including their families. We actually spoke with the San Diego Military Advisory Council CEO, and he spoke on the stress that service members are facing. Take a listen.
Imagine being a Navy person on a ship deployed halfway around the world. You're in the Red Sea, you're being shot at, and your family's back here. How do you think about that?
Now, active duty service members won't get paid on time unless Congress passes a separate piece of legislation, as it did in 2013 with the Pay Our Military Act, which ensured military pay and allowances continued during a government shutdown. Meanwhile, the CEO of the San Diego Food Bank, he told CBS 8 they're already serving 400,000 people per month. You add a government shutdown on top of that, and things could really escalate. He says back during 2019, during the last shutdown, they were giving out food at pop-up events in addition to their regular distribution because the need was so high. But the organization, along with Feeding San Diego, they have been preparing. So if you need food assistance, the San Diego Food Bank has a map on its website of a ton of different locations where you can go to. I also want to pull up this full screen because of the current federal government shutdown. 5 San Diego organizations have come together to form the Emergency Action Group. So you can see Armed Services, YMCA San Diego there, as well as Feeding San Diego. This coalition is dedicated to supporting service members and their families who may face financial strain or loss of resources if military pay is delayed. So back out here, bluestarfam.org, that is another website that families can go to. They have put together resources and tools to be able to help people navigate through this difficult time. For now, Eric and Chris, I'll send it back to you.
We'll help you navigate it all as well. We'll stay on top of it. But now we want to talk baseball. Good, clean baseball. Kept the Padres playoffs hopes alive with a shutout 3-0 victory over the Cubs. Boy, the boys looked good. The Friars again struck early with this sacrifice RBI from Jackson Merrill to send Fernando Tatis home in the first. And then Fernando got back on first after a really solid clutch walk, and it was Manny Machado, a statement 2-run, 404-foot bomb to left in the 5th inning. He knew that was a goner right when it was off the bat. The infield finished the job with a 6-4-3 double play. We had Robert Suarez on the mound, the closer, getting the grounder. 6-4-3, a nice stretch by Luis Arraez. Man, he is flexible. The bullpen also stellar. We had Mason Miller logging 5 straight strikeouts. He was putting up 104-mile-per-hour fastballs on the outside corner. That's tough for any hitter, especially the Cubs, to even try to get a piece of.
I can't imagine that, especially putting it in a place like he did on the corner, that one shot that we saw.
Very tough for any hitter.
Insane. All right, so with the series all tied up, it's winner takes all this afternoon in Chicago.
CBS 8's Jake Garriani has a preview of the big game from the Windy City.
Well, how is that for the Grit Squad? The San Diego Padres, with their back up against the wall in their season on the line, put together a great performance. Two major storylines, in my opinion, going into this game. The first being Dylan Cease. How would he pitch in the postseason? I think a lot of people were stunned when Mike Schilt decided to make him the Game 2 starter, considering in his 7 2/3 career postseason innings, he had an ERA of 12.91, but Dylan Cease gets the job done. 3 2/3, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no runs. And then what about the offense? Just a day ago, they could only muster 1 run, and I promise you, it was not perfect today either, but Manny Machado hitting a ball 404 feet to left field really helps ease the minds of the Friar faithful. And a 3-0 lead with this bullpen and this team might as well be 15-0. After the win, we caught up with the team in the clubhouse.
Credit to all of us today. We all did a good job. We came in prepared. We came in focused again. I mean, we lost the first game. We could have easily just, but we bounced back nice, and it was nice.
You had a hell of a view of Manny Machado's home run, threw your arms up. What did that moment mean?
It's a breather. You know, 1-run ball game over there coming in clutch, and, you know, definitely in the playoff, 3-run lead is like an 8-run lead in the regular season. So, you know, it was enough for us and for our pitching staff, and just happy for him.
Playoff baseball is different. You know, it's next level of energy, next level of pressure, and all of that. So, you know, I felt calm and I felt ready for really all my outings in the postseason. But, you know, having a little bit of success is definitely a massive confidence booster. And yeah, now we got to get it done tomorrow so I can get another chance.
I mean, we're here to win, so you know, we're not backing down. We don't care if we lost the first game. We're going to come back and fight every day until it's our last.
I mean, you have to have confidence in it, but I mean, that's my fastball. It's, you know, my normal, I guess. But yeah, it's a good feeling throwing it by a guy.
It will be the winner-take-all Game 3, and one guy that knows a little something about playing in elimination games would be Xander Bogaerts, who says playing in those type of games ain't his favorite thing.
Does the mindset of a team change at all going into a winner-take-all game?
No. You know, I mean, what do you want me to say? It's fun? It ain't fun. I can say that. You know, I played one in Red Sox Yankees, and that was when it was one game only. You know, and that was different. You know, that was different. It was my first wild card game experience. So being down, I think it's even worse. You know, but that one and done is, I mean, yeah, it ain't fun, but you know, it's exciting.
Like I told the boys, man, let's just go out there and continue to grind. It's not easy. Nothing's, you know, to climb these mountains is not easy. And you know, you got the best of the best playing right now. You know, who've all had hell of a seasons and tremendous years, and this is why we're here. So just go out there, compete, enjoy it, and you know, just leave it on the field.
Manny Machado launches his 8th postseason home run for the San Diego Padres. That is the most in franchise history. And get this, Mason Miller strikes out the first 8 batters he sees in his postseason debut. Nobody has ever done that. The Padres force that Game 3, that winner-take-all, and the veteran Yu Darvish will be on the mound. San Diego keeps their season alive for at least 24 more hours as they look to make wild card history. For now, I'm Jake Garriani from Wrigley Field. Let's go ahead and send it back to you.
Yeah, for all of those that had to go to a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment, they surely look okay to me, right? Yeah, Padres fans celebrating yesterday's victory during a watch party at Gallagher Square at Petco Park. There's going to be another one for Game 3 today at 2:08 p.m. Admission is $5. So remember, folks, do not use the same excuse to get out of work as used yesterday.
With it being a 2:08, you might be able to just get your work done really fast and get out, knock out a couple hours earlier.
That's true.
I mean, also, if you are going to be saying that you're at a doctor's appointment, maybe don't put your face in front of the news camera when it comes by. That could be the obvious giveaway.
Treat it like a modern-day kiss cam.
Yeah, right?
Get out of there.
Exactly. Just like the Coldplay kiss cam. Exactly. You got to watch out for those cameras. Today's forecast takes us to the 70s and 80s again. Another gorgeous day in San Diego. We've been enjoying cooler than normal temperatures, and we'll continue to do so over the next several days, really the next week or so. The interesting part of this forecast is, although we are cooler than average for today and even parts of tomorrow, we are seeing that those temperatures are at their warmest point. So this is the warmest we'll be likely all through the weekend and early next week. In fact, as we get through the weekend, it's doubtful that any of our inland valleys will make it to the 80s. So we'll keep that cool down going as we see a ridge of high pressure replaced with that trough of low pressure sliding in along the west coast. So it's going to help invigorate that marine layer, which could bring some slight warming overnight. Right now, though, we don't have much of it on hand. We have some of those clouds. Generally, though, temperatures are in the 40s, 50s, low 60s at the coast. So a little bit chilly out there as we start off the morning. Here's that live look outside. Sunrise is still about 30 minutes away, but we'll have some gray as we start off this morning. We've noticed that gray from about the LA area all the way down through the international border, but it looks like it's actually weakening with a decent amount of speed right now. Some of those clouds just still stacked offshore. Between now and the next 4 or 5 days, as I mentioned, while today is still cooler than average, it's the warmest, so we cool down to the 70s inland, starting tomorrow, lasting all the way through about the middle of next week. Vanessa Paz has a check on traffic that is very backed up this morning.
Yeah, unfortunately the camera wasn't working, so what I did was I took a still image from this camera, and this is the 94 at Kelton, just near the Euclid area, coming out of the Lemon Grove area, right side of your screen. That's that westbound drive that everyone is traveling towards. And so it looks like we have reports of a multiple car crash that has triggered a SIG alert. There are about 3 to 4 lanes blocked, fire crews, medics on scene, and this is causing quite a standstill coming in from Lemon Grove on the 94 West. In fact, the slowing stretching over 2 miles and the speeds are down to 10 miles per hour. Again, this is on the 94 West, right in between the 125 and the 805. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out because we are seeing a good amount of slowing, not only on the 94, but also on the 805. In fact, crews are wrapping up some construction. I was stuck in that. Traffic was down to 1 lane, so it was just bottlenecked. If you're headed out of the South Bay and you're just waking up, about to hit the road, make sure that you're not waiting until the last minute, especially let's say if you have to catch a flight out of the international airport, because things are really slow. I mean, take a look at this. I'm going to step out of the way so you can actually take a look at those drive times. 805 north at San Ysidro, from San Ysidro to the 94, nearly an hour right now, and about 15. So it is better if you hop on the 5, but the 5 is likely going to see congestion as well as folks opt for that highway to get around that slowing. Coronado Bridge, not too bad, about 5 minutes in from Coronado to downtown San Diego. All right, it's also really slow on the 94 West because of that crash involving a SIG alert. 25 minutes right now to get you in. This is typically a 7-minute drive, by the way, but now it's about 25 to get you in from Lemon Grove to downtown as you travel through the South Park and Golden Hill area. 5 to 7 minutes, meanwhile, coming in from the College area as well as Santee. If you're traveling in from the North County, no major issues nor slowing. In fact, about nearly 30 or so in from Encinitas, about a 15-minute drive in from Escondido. Full span of the 78 West, about 15. All right, 6:12 is the time. Let's go ahead and see what's happening in regards to your border wait times. About over 2 hours coming in from San Ysidro's port of entry and about 45 in from Otay Mesa.